لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
Is threatening you and I. It is a threat. حَلْحَاكُمُ التَّكَاثُرُ. For how long is the dunya going to keep you away from me, in your mind, in your heart? حَتَّى زُرْتُمُ الْمَقَابِرُ. Wait till I get you in your grave. This verse is a heavy verse for you and I to reflect upon. That is Allah going to get us in our grave, or are we going to go to Allah in our grave, as the Shaykh mentioned? Are we going to Him happily, or are we going to Him with withdrawal symptoms, with fears? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says to us, Kalla, Kalla, get your attention. Kalla, all the things of the dunya you chase, useless will it be when you come here. It will not benefit you. Don't bring me the good. And remember, this surah, brothers, is speaking about halal things. We're not talking about haram dunya. The surah is talking about halal, chasing, trying to get married, chasing, trying to get a bigger house, chasing, trying to get better dunya, more children, etc. It's talking about halal things. حَتَّى زُرْتُمُ الْمَقَابِرِ. Kalla, useless will those things be. سَوْفَ تَعْلَمُونَ. Don't take my word for it, you'll find out yourself. Don't take my word for it, brothers. That's what Allah is saying. You don't have to believe me, although Allah is al-haq. He speaks truth. But you don't have to believe me, you will know yourself. You will come to know. ثُمَّ كَلَّا. Again, why does Allah repeat Himself? Except that it's crucial. ثُمَّ كَلَّا. No.
Once a year, Laylatul Qadr, or once in a lifetime, the Hajj when he's 60 years old. Token gestures, in return from us. So I want to say, step up. Muslims, get a hold of yourselves. It's time we step up. We stand up and be counted. Because, wallahi, this person, he would say, you know what, this has got to be a joke. And wallahi, he's right, it's a joke. Muslims can't be like this. That we live in a system Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to us everything. He's given us sakina and salam in the dunya, and promised us sakina and salam in the akhirah, and we treat it like some game. Choose and pick and choose, night here, night there. We pray this, leave that, give this, forget that. We need to stop and just reflect and say, you know what, we're not doing anyone any favors here. Have some izzah and respect for yourself. We must start to recognize our qadr. We must recognize our honor. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us this honor. Step up. Turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Make the change. And I don't mean turn to Allah tonight and go home and make some dua and spend a couple of hours. No. Make a change. Just like everyone's here in prayer, make sure next week.
Every day when I go to sleep at night, the only thing I think about, I don't never think, am I better than this individual? No matter what I may preach to society, there's only one thing that I think about, am I better than my own self? I don't despise no man and no individual in my life. No hasad and no jealousy is the way a mu'min should go to sleep. Hate your own self for not reaching the mark every single day. Hate yourself for not praying properly every single day. Hate yourself for not making azkar properly, for not adorning yourself properly, for not reading the Quran properly. That's what you should be thinking about your daily life. Not to think about this, fulan wa fulan, this person said this person said this person done that. Or despising another Muslim. We bleed for our Muslims who are suffering with drugs, people indulging in haram relationships. We preach to those people to bring them out. We'll never look down upon those people, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that maybe inside their heart there may be a greater good than what we may be preaching to humanity. They may be lifted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to get a better rank. When we begin to despise others,
somehow, na'udhu billah, as though we are Allah and Allah is our slave. Understand, you are the slaves. Allah is samad, Allah is dependent. You have to fulfill the conditions, and then the help of Allah descends. That's when the help of Allah descends. Not that you do nothing and you go on lackadaisically in your lives. Dunya is your maqsad. You don't learn anything about your deen, and somehow Allah is obliged to help you. Allah is the Lord.